What's up guys, this is Critic Rush and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 14 World Cup Squad Builder series. Yes, the World Cup is done, but I'm going to continue and finish this series hopefully before the start of FIFA 15, and that is the reason why I'm going to change up some of the episodes now. And I used to have goals and gameplay at the end where I'd do a quick review of some of the players. I decided to scrap that bit out completely because that used to take the longest in terms of getting the goals, because if they weren't good enough I wouldn't put them in, and also editing down. So I'm trying to get as many of these episodes Squad Builders out for you guys to try them before FIFA 15 is back on, and then I can get some more smarter, more snazzy squad builders coming out, better hybrids and stuff like that some of you really enjoy, and hopefully you have some interesting teams in the start of FIFA 15 and stuff like that. So today we're going to be doing the World Cup squad of Colombia. Obviously I've got a player in here who actually didn't play in the World Cup, but it's kind of like some of the best teams you can build with Colombian players, and because I'm your average FIFA player, I don't have a lot of coins compared to other YouTubers and stuff like that, so it's going to be kind of a cheaper team. But we're going to start off with the formation, and it's actually going to be a 3 at the back formation, and we're playing the 3-4-1-2, which is my favourite for Team of the Week predictions. But I haven't really played with it too much in FIFA. 3 at the back formations sometimes don't work as well. I believe they used to work quite a bit in the previous FIFA, but this one is slowly gone down, especially the 3-5-2. But we're going to start off with the goalkeeper, and it's going to be this player here, David Ospina. Fantastic keeper I found. I've used him before. Very solid in FIFA, and quite an, I would say, OP keeper for his price, and for, I believe it's like 700 coins. That's his Arsenal transferred card. It's a very good choice to have in goal. Let me quickly change it to Colombia just to speed things up. But we're now going to be moving on to the 3 centre-backs, and Colombia have got some very good solid centre-backs. First we're going to have here out on the right-hand side is going to be Jamerson Olave, plays the New York Red Bull in the MLS, and his price used to be fairly high, around 18,000 coins. He has now gone down due to the MLS Cup being finished. I believe I picked him up for about 9.5. Is being price locked at the moment at around 9.5, 9.6. So guys, if you want to pick him up, this is probably the time to do so. Moving on to the next player, the goal player, Zapata in the centre-back position, the AC Milan player, and 73 pace, 79 overall rating, a very good solid discard price player. Like Olave, 75 pace as well. We've got some very good pacey players, and also Zapata, very good defensive and heading stats as well. And I believe he is quite a tallish player, 6'2". Okay, not the tallest, and also both of them have fairly solid work rates, what you want for a centre back. Moving to the final player on the centre back side, we have this player here, Pereira, 74 rated, plays in the Mexican League, I believe for Cruz Azul, I think it is. I'm not too sure off the top of my head. But I think I've got that completely wrong, but ignore that. But again, work rates, 84 pace, the fastest centre-back we have in the team, and a very good solid player. 5 grand, not a bad player at all. I would definitely recommend him. I've used him before, and he's a very good solid player indeed. Moving on to the right wing here. First we have here is going to be this player here, Cuadrado. Obviously, he's got various different cards on FIFA, and there's various different cards of informs, team of the seasons, a number of different variation cards you could pick up in this team. But again, I was thinking, prices have slowly gone up. I'm going to try and build a very good, solid, cheap team. Some of the best players for Colombia you can pick up for very cheap indeed. And this team is one of them. And Cuadrado is definitely a very good, cheap player. 2.2k for an 81 rated right mid. I think his default position is actually right mid, but he's got 2 informs on the left wing, as well as a team of the season card, which I'm not too sure what side it is actually on. But high attack and work rate, so works quite well getting up the field. And 4-star skill moves, very good pace, and a very good, solid player. And I'm guessing he's going to get an upgrade in next year's FIFA, so that's going to be fantastic. Moving on to the left mid, we've actually got Almelo, which I believe has got 3 cards, 2 of them being left backs, this card actually being a left mid, which works actually very well in this kind of 3 at the back formation. He's almost playing as a wing back because he's got very good defensive stats. Yes, he's got high attack and work rate, but he's got the pace to get back. He's got good attacking stats, and for 4.2k, that is because I believe this is one of his very first cards coming out. It's not actually a bad price for being a very good solid player. Very pacey indeed, and he's a nightmare to get around in when I play against him, and he's probably the best out there in the left mid, unless you got the coins for the likes of Cuadrado. Moving on to the centre mids, first we're going to have here is going to be this player here, Freddy Guarin, the Inter player. And I believe he's going to be transferred. I don't know. I'm guessing he's going to want to be transferred to the BPL or something like that. I believe he's got a number of different different clubs are targeting him. But he is a fantastic centre mid, guys. Would definitely recommend him. He's got some good shooting in the midfield. Very decent pace for his centre mid role, and a high attack and work rate, yes. But he seems to just dominate and boss that midfield. Look at those stats, all above 70. Very good defending, heading, dribbling, passing, shooting, and pace. And it's all round a fantastic centre mid to buy on FIFA, guys. Moving on to to the other player in midfield, shall I say, we've actually got a cam, and it's going to be this player here, Quintero, the FC Porto youngster. And I've used him before in, I believe, my Liga Portuguesa team. He is absolutely fantastic. I would definitely recommend him. Look at those stats for around 500 coins, 75 pace, 71 shooting, 74 passing, 84 dribbling, 4-star skill moves as well. I'm kind of frustrated about the work rates. That's why I believe he works probably a bit better in the centre mid position compared to our cam, but still a fantastic player to pick up for cheap coins. Moving on to the centre attacking mid here, we're obviously going to James Rodriguez. We picked up his Real Madrid card as well. 83 rated player. This guy has been absolutely phenomenal this season as well as in the World Cup, and he was definitely getting a spot in. I think he's probably got the player of the most cards on FIFA. He's got, I believe, various different amounts of international man of the match cards, a team of the season card, inform cards out on the right wing. So obviously, if you were to build up this squad to more of the solid players, I did have a team in mind, but the price has just rocketed sky high. It's impossible for me to buy it. But basically, it's Inform Rodriguez out on the right, the team this season, Moreno in the centre attacking mid position, Inform Quadrado out on the left. And then you got the two solid strikers, which we're moving on to now. I believe I picked up Rodriguez for 9.3k. Obviously, he is a transfer card. I'm not too sure what is that compared in today's prices, because I did pick him up quite a while ago. But I think that was a fairly solid buy. He's probably gone up $1,000, but still, that is because obviously he's transferred to Real Madrid. But moving on to the two final players of the team, guys, you already probably know one. But the first we're going to have here is going to be this player here, Jackson Martinez, FC Porto striker. Used him in my Liga Portuguesa, wrote around the world squad builder type thing. Very good solid striker. Okay pace, but he's a very strong attacking minded player. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Really enjoyed playing with him up front. And for discard price, he's a definite buy. 6'1", so he's got height. He can header the ball, 86 heading. Okay pace for an actual striker that big and strong. Good finishing and okay dribbling as well, and works fantastically well up top. And moving on to the final player of the World Cup squad for Colombia. Up top, we're going to have this player here, Radamel Falcao. Obviously, he didn't play in the World Cup, which is, I thought Colombia, if they had Falcao in the World Cup, they would have been a force to be reckoned with. Yes, they did very well indeed, but the likes of Rodriguez and Falcao playing very well, top Quadrado as well, that's an absolute amazing team to come up against. But Falcao, obviously 90 rated for being 33k, 90 rated player. That's pretty decent budget, and sorry, but a very good player to pick up for the amount of coins. As you can see, high attack and work rate, 78 pace. That's probably the main reason his price is so low. If it was in the 80s, I reckon his price would at least be doubled. 81 dribbling, 86 shooting, and 89 heading. High attack and work rate, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. I haven't used him too much on FIFA. He's probably one of the cards that I kind of ignored him just because I've never seen anyone else use him. I rarely come up against him in teams, and his price is kind of low what you expect. So you kind of have a feeling that he's not a good striker, but he is actually a very underused player, I feel. I feel Cavani's even used more, which I don't like Cavani at all. I prefer Falcao, and he's a very good player to have up top. And for 30k for a 90 rated player, that's a very good buy indeed. But guys, that's the World Cup squad for Colombia. Obviously, you've got so many players you could upgrade. You've got inform cards you can pick up, international man of the match cards, team of the season cards. You've also got so many players available to put in this team. The Colombian team has got so much variation, and it took me so long to think of the team I'm going to build, because it's just hard to pick players in positions. Obviously, you've got the team of the season, Moreno, you could put in. You've got Rodriguez out on the right. You've got Quadrado on the left, and different versions. There's so many available. And this team, if I can quick do the maths in my head, is probably under 50k. Which may be a bit more, 60k should I say, and it's a fantastic team. Yes, the formation may not be the best suited for it, but overall I think it's a very good, solid team, and their performance at the World Cup was phenomenal. Obviously, James Rodriguez, a fantastic player, hence the reason Real Madrid picked him up. But this is going to be a very interesting team in next year's FIFA. I'm guessing these Colombian players are just going to be upgraded even more in terms of ratings, so I think it's going to be a very good, strong team in FIFA 15. But guys, it's coming towards the end of this World Cup squad builder for Colombia. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing any goals or review of the players towards the end, because I'm trying to quicken up these episodes, get more of them out so I can actually finish it before FIFA 15 comes out, and don't bore you with some just continuous content, get some squad builders into that. But guys, this is the end of the episode. If you like, so remember that like button, also remember to subscribe, stay tuned to the series, and any feedback in the comments would be much appreciated. Guys, this has been Crush. Till next time, adios.